Hey and welcome to the Formula V guide on Lime Rock Park Classic. This track feels like an oval. You brake only once or twice and stay on the throttle for most of the time. And like last week, there are some issues with the tires again. Cold tires give you a slightly better rotation on the rear, which saves you time in every high speed turn. Once they are warmed up, you will lose a few tenths and there's nothing you can do about it. This is crucial in the qualifiers. If you want to compete for the pole position, you only have one lap, your first timed one. The second one will already be slower. If you are driving in a higher split and want to compete for the top spots, I would recommend you to put everything you got into your first lap. If you fail it, you can still reset and start a fresh attempt. The reset may be worth it over a second lap, which can't get you to the top anyway. Approach the first turn on the far left. I'm using the 100 meter board as marker, lift and start turning in. In the first stage of the turn, you want to focus on a slow deceleration. You can tap the brakes with minimal pressure to get some additional control while you stick to the inside. Being ready on the brakes can save your race. You need to be careful around here and be smooth with every single input. The car is extremely unstable at the limit, which makes it super easy to spin. Don't take too many risks if you don't feel confident, else it will be tough to reach the finish. Once the car gets slow enough for the third gear, you want to shift down. It's important that you don't downshift too early, otherwise your rear can snap and you will spin. After you pass the first inside curb, you will reach a point, somewhere around here, where the car feels stable again. That's when you want to get back on the throttle to maintain your speed. Engage it slowly and lead the car on a smooth line towards the exit. Aim for a tight exit around the curb, but avoid the curb itself. This applies for nearly every turn since we are on a high speed track. Every bounce of the car will cost you speed, which in the end costs you time. Now we come to a key point of the track. After this turn we will stay on the throttle for the rest of the lap. This means that you want to be as early on the throttle as possible to exit the combination with a high momentum. Otherwise you will lose time nearly all the way down to the finish line. To get a good exit, you want to enter the turn on the far right and lift. I'm using the second last pole on the right as marker. Coast and wait until the car turns in. You want to follow a smooth and wide line while focusing on the inside curb on the exit. Once you are confident that you will hit it, you can engage the throttle again and go flat out as soon as possible. You can attack the inside here. It's important that you keep pushing the car to the left to get a nice exit on the middle left side of the track. In a moment you will see why. Exiting on the left allows you to take the next turn flat out, which obviously makes a huge difference for the lap time. We will stay on the throttle for the rest of the lap. From this point on you don't want to touch any curbs. They unsettle your car and cost you valuable speed. Instead, you want to aim for a tight line around them. The upcoming section is great to practice an ideal racing line. To carry the most speed through the turns, you want to enter them from the outside, hit a tight run around the inside, and exit on the outside again. We are heading into the last turn, and since it's opening up towards the exit, you don't need to enter it from the far left. It's enough if you stick to the middle left. This allows you to save some time by shortening your way towards the line. That's the lap. The cockpit lap with my inputs is coming up next. Thank you for your support. Please don't forget to check out the description and leave a like when the guide helped you. I wish you good luck for the next week and see you next time.